Right now we're going to go over a few of the styles for the Elite Hair Studio site. First thing I'm going to do is on our site, this E should actually have look like our logo. So there's a style that you can do that with any letter. It's actually just with E's because it's going to replace with an image. So that's a slide on the front page. I'm going to edit the slides. And I'm going to go to the See the Difference one. And all I'm going to do is highlight my E. I'm going to go to my styles and I'm going to click Custom E and then click Update. Now you can see we have our Custom E, and when we refresh we also have our Custom E. So let's go to our products. So let's go to our services. Let's go to hair care. You can see hair care normally should have some products in it. So let's go to our pages. And we're going to go to hair care. So now we're going to show you how to add the name and then the price of something. So we'll call this a haircut. And I want the price to be $45. So again, we're going to highlight our price. And we're going to call it product price, and then we're going to highlight our product name and call it product title. You can see now we have the orange just like we had in the original design and then bolded. So how about a second haircut? And we'll make this one $85. Same thing. We're going to do our price. And then our title. So now you also had columns on some pages. So in this case, let's go with our third cut. And we'll just make that $55. I'm going to make that my price. And then my title. So I'm going to update our page. And you can see that we have our haircut, our second cut, and our third cut. So now I want to make those into columns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight these two. And I'm going to make it, if we scroll down, you can see I have half column, third columns, and quarter columns. So I'm going to make that a half column. I'm going to highlight that one. And I'm going to make it half column last because it is my last one. And then we'll update. And you can see we now have our two columns. So the same process works with our 3 columns and quarter columns. The best way to do it is to actually enter all your content first and then make the columns. I found it doesn't work as well. It's harder to select between the columns. So what it's actually doing in the background is adding some code. You can see it's adding div class 1 half and then column. And so it's hard to select when you're in the visual view between those chunks of code. It's easy if you want to come in here and hit, say I wanted to add to the end of my third column. And then we should be able to, if we wanted to add to the end of our third column. So I could say this is another product and $56. So then I could come in here, see how it's actually added between things. So that's why I say it's easiest to add everything first and then come back afterwards and add our columns. That's how you use some of the custom styles for Elite Hair Studio.